Don't forget to shake your hair. Hey everybody, it's Chloe Baggins.
And I am Bushido.
Bushido.
That's damn right. That's Mr. Bushido to all of you. Welcome back.
Welcome.
So today is what? Episode cheat sheet?
13. Nope.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Episode 5 of season 2
Chapter Mandalorian.
of The Mandalorian.
Chapter 13. Known as The Jedi.
The Jedi. Finally! I feel like for the duration of the entire series, everyone was just waiting for a Jedi to finally show up. And of all the Jedi to show up, we have...
Ahsoka Tano.
You suck!
Taco Tano?
No!
Ahsoka Tano.
Yes! Jeez, Mom. Played by the very awesome, very badass, very beautiful Rosario Dawson.
She did a good job.
Did a very good job, man. She was the big reveal in this episode, because this episode got really dark and really serious, really fast. You know, like the side quest joyrides are done. Now we're back on the main quest, and things got hella serious from the get-go.
Well, there's only 4 more episodes after this.
Yeah.
For the season. So they're going to have to wrap it up and get to a pause button real quick, or a cliffhanger. So.
And it was a good episode, too. It was very, very Asian, Eastern cinema, Akira Kurosawa, influence type of cinematography. I loved it. Even the town that the magistrate had taken over was very heavily Eastern Japanese influence.
Yeah, it was very Kill Bill style.
Yeah, and what a cool way to introduce Ahsoka Tano is she's just in the mist, in the broken woods in front of the gate of the city, of the town, and she's just systematically taking down each of the droids, each of the henchmen of the magistrate, all space ninja style. And oh man, it was awesome. What a very, very cool, badass way to introduce this very strong female character. I loved it.
I thought it was a very good adaptation of Clone Wars into
Yeah.
live action.
Yeah, I mean, like the practical effects and the makeup on Rosario Dawson was just spot on. It's like the character just stepped out of the CG show and into reality, and everything was just so faithful to recreating that in real life. I love it.
I have not seen Clone Wars, but I have recognized like the title screen from online streaming, and I was able to pick her out.
Oh man, what an
cool.
awesome character. You can tell she really loved and really did her best to bring that character to life. And now I really can't think of anyone else playing the character in a live action setting.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
One other thing that was very important about this episode.
Again, Baby Yoda is not just Baby Yoda anymore. Now we know his name is
Grogu.
Yeah. Great. Grogu.
Cricket.
Yeah, crickets, man. Let's kind of like, I know it's supposed to be like a big, whoa, that's your name, man. Your name is Grogu.
Like everyone has like 5, 6, 7 syllable names.
Yeah, really exotic space type names, and it's kind of like
Bo-Katan. Maybe that's where I was getting
Bo-Katan. I mean, even like Luke Skywalker, everything sounds so Star Warsy,
Star Warsian.
Star Warsian-ese. Star Warsian-ese. But then you got Grogu, and it's like, that sounds more like the name of an alien-looking, thuggish henchman. This guy doesn't look like a Grogu. He doesn't strike me as a Grogu. I thought he'd have like some crazy, exotic, cute kind of name to kind of, when you say his name, you think of him. It's just kind of like, you guys are so on point with everything up to this point, and then his name is Grogu, and it's like, I'm gonna keep calling him Baby Yoda.
I'm still gonna call him Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
At least we know he is a he now.
Yeah, he's a he.
He's a he.
Yeah.
And
little boy.
A little boy.
50-year-old boy.
With his tiny, thin hair everywhere, all over his head. But you know, that's kind of I was disappointed.
With the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
That was like, the show was going like this, and then you got a name, and it went.
Just with the name, though. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
The name was kind of like a, okay, whatever. Let's keep going. It wasn't like this big like epiphany or catharsis or big revelation. It was just kind of like, oh,
let's just forget it.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. You're Baby Yoda. I'm sorry. I think
they did mention Yoda.
They did mention Yoda because Mando finally consults with Ahsoka Tano, like, look, I need help with this kid. Who is he? He needs training. And she's like, I've never seen any of his species except one time, this very old, wise, Jedi Master Yoda. And that's cool. They dropped the name, just, continuing the story.
She also said she couldn't train him because
she senses anger and fear.
He's very attached to
Mando.
And because of
that,
because of that attachment, she can't train him because the last person that got trained who was full of fear and anger was none other than the Anakin Skywalker, who also became, as we all know, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah. Darth Vader. Yeah, so it was the episode was already dark and serious, but to think of something this cute that we've gotten to know as a very adorable, almost comic relief has that inner potential to go to the dark side. And it's kind of like, wow, you look at this guy here and you're like, you could be a Sith Lord if you go down the wrong path. Really? Yeah. And that's crazy. That's crazy. So, to think that the fact that they put that element of darkness in his very, very cute character history just kind of opened him up to so many more possibilities as the story goes on. Like, what if he does go to the dark side? What if something happens to Mando and all of a sudden he's shooting force lightning, and everyone knows force lightning, at least until Rey did it, is a sign of the dark side. I'm just nerd hypothesizing. But, it's cool to see that he's not just cute and good. There's a potential of real darkness and threat inside this little character. That was really well done.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very cool.
So what would you rate this?
Well, I'm not even done yet because we got to talk about the great, one of my favorite actors from the 80s, the great Michael Biehn. I love Michael Biehn, man. Michael Biehn is so cool. Of course, we know him from Terminator 1. He played Kyle Reese. And we know him from Aliens, who played Corporal Dwayne Hicks. And for me, he'll always be Corporal Dwayne Hicks. Aliens is one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. We'll get to that review later. But I loved his character because characters in those movies, he's very soft-spoken, but he's strong. And also, because both those movies have strong female leads, the character he plays is always very sensitive and very empowering and compliments the strong female character. So when I saw, like, oh man, Michael Biehn's in this, and then I saw the character he got, I'm like, dude, they wasted you, like, with what you could have been in this show. I didn't like him as the random gunfighter that, had a few lines, okay, whatever, but he just gets blown away at the end. And it's like, he
didn't show off his potential.
Yeah, he could do so much more. This is a show that's just slowly introducing strong, badass, naturally empowered, strong female leads. And when I think of that, I think of Ellen Ripley, of course. And I'm thinking, wow, you got Michael Biehn here now. He could be a really cool support character as a good guy. And he's dead. And I'm like, oh, they just wasted you on this, man.
How?
Man.
No, the other one. Waste.
I can't do it.
Dang it.
But that's my one big negative is like you could have gotten anybody. You could have got a no-name actor to play the gunfighter or the gunfighter, and it would have made a difference. Why get Michael Biehn to do it? I wish they put him somewhere else because he's such a good actor. I like his soft-spoken style. I like what he's done in the past, and they could have done that again with him. And it was cool too, very cool nod to the fans. They gave him a shotgun, because we all know in Terminator 1 he had sawed-off shotgun, and in Aliens, I like to keep this handy for close encounters. Oh man, I love Michael Biehn. I love Michael Biehn. Wasted on this show. I'm so disappointed. That's my negative. And then we got to talk about the Magistrate.
Whoa.
What?
You just went like 0 to 60.
I love Michael Biehn, man.
fast.
I was just really disappointed in what they did with him. Like, you all could have gotten anybody. You could have gotten the damn intern to play the gunfighter.
Agreed.
And Michael Biehn could have just been introduced later as, a support character to Mando or whoever else.
Yeah.
They should have done something else with him. Yeah.
So
We're going to talk about the Magistrate, though, because
I just found out that she is the goddaughter of Bruce Lee.
the great master Bruce Lee. She is the daughter of Mr. Danny Inosanto. And for those of us, like myself, who grew up watching Bruce Lee movies in the 80s, Danny Inosanto played one of, I'll call him the boss character at the very end of Game of Death, Bruce Lee's final unfinished film. And they were both very close friends in real life, a fellow practitioner of martial arts and in Jeet Kune Do, and as well as Filipino martial arts. And this was his daughter. And I'm like, dude, that's badass. I like it.
She is very beautiful.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
very
man.
lovely.
Yep. And I'm half Filipino, so that's really cool.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Very lovely. And she's a trained martial artist.
Yeah,
also.
She grew up around Bruce Lee, and her dad, is a hardcore martial artist too, who trained with Bruce Lee as well. Just
because
really.
your parents do something doesn't mean you have to, but that's cool that she chose the path of.
I mean, if your parents are friends with Bruce Lee, please be into martial arts. I mean, come on, let's come on. So that was really cool. And she got to show some of her abilities in the final battle with Ahsoka Tano, and the very Japanese setting, water garden, of the inside of her. I don't know what you call it, her castle, her temple where she was at. Fort, yeah. It was really cool. And I like that this is my nerdy side talking again, the final battle, the showdown in the town, it was all very tightly shot, very close quarters combat. It reminded me of Sho Kosugi's Revenge of the Ninja, the opening fight scene where the ninjas attacked the family in Sho Kosugi's bamboo garden. It was very close quarters, quick fighting. I like that a lot.
I've never seen that.
It'll be one of our reviews, I promise.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was such a very Japanese, very live action anime almost type of action, and I like that.
Sweet.
Yep. So, what would you give the episode?
I would give this episode a 10 Bagginses. However, the name. Grogu Road.
Oh man, man, they got to retcon that somehow.
Yeah.
Like, let that be like that was his middle name.
How do you take it back now too?
I know, like we're kind of stuck with it. I mean, I'm sure there are fans out there that like it, but I feel like the general cultural lexicon of Star Wars fans and viewers would be like, Grogu. What the hell?
And have you guys seen that meme about the elf on the shelf? And then Grogu on Ragu.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? Like,
yeah, that's not.
It
doesn't rhyme.
It didn't rhyme to me. So, anyway, with that being said, I give this episode 9 out of 10 Bagginses.
Yeah, me too. 9 out of 10 Bagginses, just because we're back in main quest, main campaign story mode. And I mean, the beautifully shot, beautiful setting, awesome action. Everything just kind of gets going.
This one was a little longer than the last couple had been.
Yeah,
too,
and very cool. So much potential in storytelling and character development for Baby Yoda. The fact that he could possibly become the next big threat because he does harbor that darkness inside of him, and that training him in the ways of the Jedi could risk pushing him over. That was so cool that something like this could be a damn Sith Lord. That's crazy. So yeah. 9 out of 10 for me. Negatives is the name. And man, Michael Biehn should have been something else, man. He should have been cast as something else. He was wasted as a talented actor as he is and what he's done in the past. He should not have been the gunfighter. Anyone could have done that. So 9 out of 10.
Fair enough.
9 out of 10. So we will return to finally get caught up with everybody else. Episode 6.
Chapter 14 coming next. But let us know what you guys think. Did you guys
like the name?
Did you guys like the name? Did you guys like what Mr. Bean became?
Yeah, you guys crazy Michael Bean fans like I am, because we grew up with Aliens and Terminator, and he was in The Rock, he was in The Abyss. I don't like he was a bad guy in The Abyss too. I didn't like that. I like him as a good guy.
And what did you guys think of Ahsoka Tano?
Yeah, man.
Translating from Clone Wars animation to live action.
Yeah.
Love to hear what you guys think. If you disagree with us, whether you agree with us, let's get the conversation going. To make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, cop a feel on Bushido here, because clearly, and I'm Baggins.
Yes.
You have to do Baggins.
Baggins.
And Bushido. Thank you guys for watching.
And always stay safe, stay healthy, be good to yourself and those around you, and no matter what, be excellent to each other.
And Wakanda forever.
And ever.